I'm concerned about any foreign entity trying to meddle into our elections. I'm also concerned about any groups within the country that could try to meddle with elections.
With regard to protecting a state's voting website or election system, Blackman says the federal government should address any threat and make sure it's stopped. In terms of early voting, Blackman says we already have absentee voting in place, and his concern is if people vote too early and the political landscape changes before the election, voters will not be able to change their mind. We invited Blackman's primary opponent, Congressman Robert Aderholt, to join us for an interview. He has not yet been able to do so. Across the aisle, Democrat Rick Nabors agrees that he's concerned about meddling. In terms of addressing it, he says he'll leave it to the experts to best protect our election system. With regard to offering voters a chance to cast their ballot early,
it should not be a burden to vote. I advocate if people want to vote, let them vote and make it easy for them to vote, not more difficult.
Fellow Democrat Lee Allman says early voting should be offered across the board.
I think it shouldn't be the case that people only have one day of the week, and it's typically a Tuesday, to go to polls and cast their vote. I think people should be given a week, a month to do that. It's important. We shouldn't make voting inconvenient. Voting should be something that people have access to, whether they can drive or not, whether they have a job or not. Our problem is that too few people vote, not that too many people vote.
In terms of meddling, Allman says he is concerned. He says security has to be a priority, and we have to look at it as a national defense issue and seek to protect our democracy. Coming up later, we're going to talk about climate change and auto emissions regulations with the candidates in District 3. Back to you.